Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at Bitcoin. Double checking some important stuff here. This massive liquidity sweep down to this point of control at about 66,300. I touched on this with what was my short from today. Make sure you reference those if you can. It definitely helps understand, kind of what's going on. Anyways, I summarize the fact that we bounced out that point of control, came right back up to that 68,000 mark, and now we're kind of back to square one as if nothing ever happened. It is insane the amount of liquidation that just occurred. So we're going to talk about that, as well as the simple fact that we got some good little congratulations in place too here as well for our community. We got the Bitcoin dip. We got a good average price at about 66.6, and we took some profits from Solana too. So congrats on that, little 21% in 1 hour. We also scalped a majority of XRP, Cardano, Chainlink, and another Cardano trade. What do you know? We have a long leverage for Solana here at about 180 as well. Again, that's my day trading bot. It's a different story altogether. But either way, thank you again so much for the awesome feedback. What we want to look at starting here is Bitcoin dominance, or sorry, correction. We can look at that too. But Bitcoin, liquidation, because this lower level I talked about earlier and getting swept really did, as a matter of fact. Again, it's kind of hard to see. You got to kind of zoom in here, but this low level here, about 66,600, got hit. There is still potential, keep in mind, for 65,700. That's the last area of liquidation, minus that significant gap down about 65K, which we have a lot of support at 65K. So again, 65 to 67,000, that range could still be retested. Let's not blindly just jump into longs because of it. However, there's a lot of reasons why those areas are very, very strong support levels too. So we'll talk about that. In fact, I talked about that earlier, but I'd like to kind of reaffirm that. We first of all have a lot of support here on the daily. At this level here, we can see the daily time frame for multiple moving averages. Once again, 65,000 is the range between 65 and 64 of all three moving averages that are kind of amassing together. Okay, it's good. It's a very good sign. The 50-day SMA primarily is right there at that lower support level. So that's why I feel 65,000 should be our lowest point if the price continues to retrace. We can see, of course, stochastic is swinging down. This is normal and natural. So this pullback is actually quite good because it's helping us fulfill our ABC pattern, which we need to pull down a little bit further. But we can see here that we're still over 50 on the RSI. So no need to run for the hills. At this point, I think we're in good shape. In a perfect world, we get a wick all the way down to 65,000. We bounce off 50 on the RSI, and Bob's your uncle, we're back on track. That's really what we're looking for. This was a pretty nice little sweep, though, here. Because a lot of shorts had difficulty getting much lower than it did. So again, there's merit to every liquidation hunt like this, but for the moment, I would say the worst is behind us. This is probably the worst we're going to see for a little while. It was a lot of nonsense for a couple of hours there, especially with the ETF Ethereum approval getting placed here today. So quickly to note here, we can see 50 on the RSI, we lost that. Stochastic swinging down, money flow index is low, MACD is diverging. So there's no awesome scenario here, okay? When we took our trade with our long position, that was mainly based on key level supports and overextension in addition to liquidation, okay? So you can trade off a lot of things other than just these oscillators that you see, but if we look primarily just at these things here, these are still bearish, okay? Until we get back up over 50 in the RSI, I'm not gonna feel great about this. We're under 50 on the SMA as well. I would prefer to see a closure at just say 67,900 or preferably 68,000 or higher. That would be awesome or optimal. Are we going to get that? Probably not at this point. It does look like there's a decent amount of selling pressure at that next fib level, that 0.618, 67,900. So let's quickly note here the HMO cloud and kind of confirm that we're still in the doghouse. We're still not out of the woods yet. Everything's confirming here that we're still bearish on Bitcoin, at least from the short term and even the midterm timeframes, right? But if you consider larger time frame macro, we're still in very good shape at that 65 to 67,000 range, which is roughly what this green box is here. This is our support range for Bitcoin. So again, that point of control at 66,500, I think that's going to be a solid area that we want to focus on and recognize that we shouldn't go too much lower than that. I do personally think the bottom's in for now, but we're going to go ahead and see here soon how much better or worse it could get. We're still below the descending trend line too. A lot of reasons not to just get too crazy with a bunch of long positions, but I can tell you though, Bitcoin is exuding some strength at the support level, the support range, a lot of buying pressure as soon as the price dropped below that 67,000 mark. So that leads me to believe we're going to probably see some sideways action here. We may be range bound between 65 and 68, hard to say, or possibly just say, 67 and 68 too. We'll define a range here soon. In the next 24 hours, we're going to find out roughly if that's the case. In a perfect world, we establish ourselves into a range so we can, shift gears into an ascending trend, which requires higher highs and higher lows. We don't have those yet, so it's still a little premature. Okay. All right, folks, that's kind of where we're at there. Hope that made sense. I described this correctly. Do not forget to like the video. Please, please, please help us grow the channel. And obviously, you want to join us on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, whatever media platform works best for you. We got it all. Okay. So again, check it out. Look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for your time.